In the grand theatre of digital discourse, Hasanabi, the fiery rhetorician, unfurls his standard, questioning the prospect of extending the olive branch to destiny, a figure from his intellectual past.
Hold on to people's past mistakes. That's all I'm stating. And be more charitable. Be more charitable across the board. Your job, if you're leftist, if you're socialist, if you're progressive, is to put your best foot forward. I'm trying to do that as best as I can, and I hope you can too. No more "so you're saying." So if Destiny said sorry, you'd be cool with that? Yes. Yes. If he came out and apologized for literally aligning with every and any that he could come to terms with, and directing his community to cyber stalk me for the past 5 years and have entire paste bins full of like clips out of context that they can readily throw at any conversation and try to literally brigade any and every mention of me online. If he was genuinely apologetic, I absolutely would take that charitably. Doesn't mean I'd be friends with him. I used to be friends with him. I was friends with him because I thought he was a reformed libertarian. I knew his past. I've defended him. I've defended him time and time again. There are multiple reasons as to why I go out of my way to not mention Destiny ever. Part of it is because, you know, his community thrives on that, so they can cut a lot of content around it and be like, oh yeah, Hassan is talking about you. He must be rent-free after like 1,500 videos that he's made on me over the course of the past 4 years. But the other reason is because I just want to not talk about it. I just think it's very unproductive to consistently harp on like every minor or major failure that he's had. You think I don't see it all over my timeline? I do. Plenty of people yell at him. He openly tries to make you a lolcow. Him and his own Washington Style fans. He's not the first to openly try to lolcow me. Okay? Like, come on. Yeah. It comes off like streamer drama. I appreciate that you stick to better issues. You have good arguments on your side. No need for character assassination. All right. Let's get to retires. Destiny retires, I get 30% less hate. If Destiny retires, I get 70% less hate. 1,000,000%. It's his community that is like so aggressive, and they infiltrate other communities, and like they fester and are the actual reason for so much of the bad faith criticism. And because they've been embedded in here for a very long time, some were fans. Yes. 100%. Like he has a assortment of a diverse array of ideology from people from like ideological backgrounds that make no sense, like from liberals all the way to like the worst types of Nazis that all collectively unite under one very good umbrella. And that very comfortable umbrella is Hassan bad, always and forever. Anyway, it's okay though. It's crazy to ride or die for a 5'7" guy who lives to the end.
As Hasanabi contemplates the possibility of forgiveness, he navigates a treacherous landscape of cyber-stalking, out-of-context skirmishes, and the tumultuous echoes of a community divided. In this digital drama, the protagonist, Hasanabi, stands on the precipice of potential reconciliation, demanding a genuine apology as the toll for re-entry into the sacred chambers of amicable discourse. Hasanabi, with the gravitas of an ancient sage, acknowledges the historical complexities of their friendship, a tapestry woven with threads of camaraderie and mutual defense. Yet, the sands of time have shifted, and Hasanabi now treads carefully, avoiding the utterance of Destiny's name like an incantation that summons the turbulent winds of controversy. As Hasanabi erects the pillars of his argument, he laments the unproductive vortex that surrounds Destiny's past transgressions. The digital arena, akin to the Colosseum of old, witnesses the gladiatorial combat of ideas, with Destiny's community serving as the fervent spectators, sometimes breaching the boundaries of intellectual decorum to engage in cybernetic skirmishes. The multifaceted landscape of Destiny's community unfurls like a Byzantine mosaic, a kaleidoscope of diverse ideologies unified only in their opposition to Hasanabi. Hasanabi, with a sagacious nod to history, acknowledges the diverse tapestry within Destiny's enclave, where liberals and extremists coalesce in their shared animosity towards him. In Hasanabi's measured discourse, he underscores the Machiavellian maneuvers of Destiny's community, infiltrating like shadowy apparitions into disparate corners of the digital realm. This infiltration, a digital siege engine, besieges Hasanabi with a barrage of bad faith criticism, prompting him to raise the drawbridge and fortify his intellectual castle against the encroaching tide. The notion of forgiveness becomes a philosophical odyssey for Hasanabi, a quest for sincerity amidst the labyrinthine corridors of online interactions. The proffered olive branch, a symbolic truce in this digital Iliad, demands an apology as weighty as the stone tablets of ancient commandments. Their intellectual sparring grounds, reminiscent of the ancient agora, invoke the spirit of Socratic dialogues, where philosophers engaged in the pursuit of truth amidst the tumultuous sea of conflicting ideas. Much like Plato's Academy, Hasanabi and Destiny's intellectual crucible is a hallowed space where the clash of ideas resounds through the digital corridors. The digital divide, akin to the rifts that marked the Peloponnesian War, draws parallels with historical schisms that have carved societies. The stratification within Destiny's community, ranging from liberals to extremists, mirrors the intricate societal hierarchies that have shaped civilizations throughout time. Hasanabi, in his contemplation, stands as a digital Diogenes, holding a lantern to seek genuine virtue amid the cacophony of ideological discord. The cyber-stalking episodes and out-of-context skirmishes unfold as digital spectacles reminiscent of Shakespearean dramas, where characters weave intricate plots to besmirch reputations and settle old scores. The digital stage becomes an Elizabethan theatre, with Hasanabi and Destiny cast as protagonists in a tragicomedy, where the lines between comedy and tragedy blur. The encroachment of Destiny's community into various digital realms draws parallels with the nomadic invasions of antiquity, where tribes traversed diverse territories, leaving an indelible mark on the cultural landscape. The tactics employed, a form of ideological siege, evoke historical sieges where cities fortified their defenses against relentless onslaughts. Hasanabi, adopting the mantle of an intellectual statesman, mirrors the tribunes of ancient Rome, defending the sanctity of discourse against perceived threats. The nuanced exploration of forgiveness echoes the wisdom of Confucian philosophy, where the moral rectitude of apologies is held paramount for societal harmony. The allegorical olive branch, an emblem of peace, harkens back to biblical narratives where Noah's dove carried a branch as a harbinger of reconciliation. In this digital Noah's Ark, Hasanabi seeks a symbolic olive branch, demanding a genuine apology akin to the pristine offering in an ancient rite of forgiveness. In Hasanabi's contemplation, the landscape of forgiveness and reconciliation becomes an intellectual battlefield, where the scars of past transgressions linger like ancient ruins. The digital agora, pulsating with the fervor of ideological clashes, bears witness to Hasanabi's reflective soliloquy, a plea for genuine contrition amid the cacophony of the virtual amphitheater. As Hasanabi grapples with the question of forgiveness, the shadows of the past loom large, casting an intricate dance of light and shadow on the walls of their shared history. The digital parchment, inscribed with the annals of Hasanabi and Destiny's intellectual entanglements, awaits the brushstrokes of a resolution that might herald a new chapter or consign them to the annals of irreparable discord.